Hey guys, what's up? What's happening? It's the King of Games 98, and I'm with my friend Tyler here.
How you doing? My name's Tyler. Obviously, like you just said, because I'm stupid. Give me a follow on T-Making Photography, T-Making_photography on Instagram. You know, I got mask stuff, face, different photos and everything, and I can't English, so best of luck trying to find it.
And so for today's video, this is actually going to be something different. This is actually going to be a how-to video, which I really have been wanting to do more of on my channel, and I have none of, so this is actually really overdue. Today we're going to be showing you how to take apart a Nintendo Joy-Con, and then how to change out and fix the joystick on the Joy-Con.
Because there's so much happy joy. So, what you want to start is, obviously, get in the back.
Yeah.
And then you got 4 little screws here. They're going to be the little tri-wing screws. Those,
Yes.
They're little, it's almost like a Phillips head, but just short of being a Phillips head. But we're just going to acknowledge him as a Phillips head so we don't hurt his little feelings. No, fuck that. It's a tri-wing, okay? So we've already taken the liberty of taking all them 4 screws out.
Yep.
Obviously, because, fuck it. We're such professional YouTubers. Now, when you want to open this up, you want to make sure the rail, whichever side you're doing, today
Yes.
we're just doing the left side, you want to open it up like a sandwich from that railing, and you'll see in a minute of why.
Yes.
Obviously, we've already unscrewed them, so it's already loose.
Yes.
But the reason why you want to be taking it out sideways like that is because of these little ribbon cables. And as any gamer would know, ribbon cables are muy fragile.
Yes. Very delicate.
They break freaking easy as hell.
Yes.
So, just be kind of careful with them.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have your battery pack here. Now, when you go to take this out, which you need to take this out because there are 4 screws right behind it, and
Yep.
a little hidden 5th screw in there, those will be Phillips head screws, which you want to do. You want to make sure you have a little Phillips head for that because, duh. Because I can't English, as everybody knows. So, when you want to go to take this out, you really don't need a lot of force. Most of the time, when these things are stock from the factory, they have a little bit of tape. But because I've already taken this out before, that tape's not actually as sticky. And you have the option of detaching the cord from the motherboard. That's completely up to you.
Yeah.
Not just
really,
to make it doesn't make that much of a difference for fixing this up.
It's not really needed to.
It's not needed, but it is up to you, and
Yeah.
it's very easy to put back as well. It literally clicks in and out, and you're done. Now, this is what I was talking about, where you have this little hidden 5th screw back there, and then 4 screws right here. Again, we've taken the liberty of taking the screws out for you to make it easy. When you want to do that, you want to try and sandwich it out the other way, because, boom, another ribbon cable that goes to the ZLLZ, whatever you want to call it.
Shoulder buttons.
Yes, the shoulder buttons. So, and those are, it's easy enough to take out, but if you don't trust yourself, like I didn't when I first was doing this, there's these little black tabs down here. All that is just a little tab. You pull it up, very minimal force, and then this little ribbon cable just slides right out. And when you go to try and put it back, you better hope you have a steady hand, because I do not, and you will waste a lot of time trying to put it back.
Yep.
But that is completely optional.
Yes.
Because when you go to remove the joystick, which is sitting right here, as you can probably see, that little ribbon cable right there is what connects the joystick, which you will have to lift that little black tab out and pull that out to be able to replace the joystick and unscrew 2 little Phillips heads. But, as you can see with the little dilemma here, we have the little boards up here for the shoulder pad trigger thingies that, Nintendo just happened to go, well, you know what, where are we going to put it? Let's put it down the side directly over the screw. So you're going to want to take that out. But it's different from the black ones. This little gray one folds backwards like that and lets it come out. And then it'll go bing, pop out, and it'll be okay. So, again, have a handy pair of tweezers with you to be able to try and put it in a little more surgically than, say, my beefy hands.
Yes, they definitely helped.
Yes. So, once you do that, You'll unscrew these little Phillips heads, and that'll be it. Just be careful with the D-pad. The D-pad is right underneath of the circuit board. So you want to be careful that silicone that touches the circuit board to the actual buttons doesn't exactly move. Otherwise, you won't have the beveled buttons, and they may not work correctly. I'm not 100% sure on that. Don't quote me. It's not trademarked. Don't quote me on that, but you still want to be careful with that and make sure that it's not going to be as much of a hassle.
Yes.
So, we've already taken the liberty of finally replacing that Joy-Con because I have a little child's rage of video gaming, and I ended up breaking it, not completely off, but to where it was bent sideways and I couldn't do any jumping motion from the joystick.
Yes.
In general. So that is why we were replacing this in general, and we figured make it help it out for little YouTubers like you who wanted to try and change this out.
Absolutely. And, you know, I think this video also serves as a dual purpose because it will also show, you know, God forbid if someone's battery in the Joy-Con on either one goes.
Yes.
This is a great also how-to video on how to take it apart and remove the battery and change it out.
Very much so. Yes. Very good point, Brendan. Very good point. Or whatever your name is, I completely forget.
Oh, it's
Gamer or something.
It's the King of Games 98, but
King of Games, yes. Mr. King of Games, the royalty, yes, absolutely.
It's all good.
So, now, we will try to attempt to put this back together, as it should be.
Yes.
Now, when you go to put it back, you want to be careful the ribbon cable isn't going to be pinching from that side because we're going to end up closing it on this side here.
Yeah, you do not want to do that.
No. So, you want to be sure that everything overlays perfectly, because otherwise you're gonna waste all of your time trying to do that. So there we go. We have that situated there, and we are going to try and put the hidden fifth screw in there because why not? And magnetic tips only help so much because obviously it's not God. So we will do that almost. We're trying to get a Sasquatch to do teeny tiny technical work, which is a very poor choice on you there, Brendan. Okay, finally, we almost have it. Yes, my little screeching noises. Okay.
Why don't you try with the tweezers?
I think I just might, as the genius over here decided to suggest. Which actually is really not a bad idea. I don't mean that as a sarcasm. I mean that as a genuine thing. Which is very rare for me. Okay. That would have really sucked if we actually magnetized the screwdriver. Because it started to look like it was going to stick. Okay.
Oh, that would have been funny.
Okay, now this is where we got to be careful because we just might strip these if it's not going to catch. Why is it not catching? That's why. There we go. I think we just might have that in there.
You're using the right screwdriver, right?
I believe I am. No, I am not. Thank you very much there, Brendan. That would have been very helpful.
I mean, I wasn't, blatantly trying to point that out, but I just wanted to make sure
that is something you do want to keep in mind when you have two identical screwdrivers there, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, unfortunately, they are all the same color. Yes.
Yes. And if not, you can just go by the indicator thingy because why not? Okay.
I'm actually really glad they have them on that.
Yes, because then it is very hard to tell from it being like that.
Yep.
So, there we go. That is a lot smoother going back on in there, actually. Perfect, I believe. Maybe. If it's even screwing. Is it screwing? I don't know. Is it screwing? I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, it looks like it is to me.
Yeah, I think it did. I'm gonna pray to possible God if it is. It's very possible. Alright, I believe that is nice and secured in there. And then we get these itty-bitty, even smaller.
Yeah, you guys got to be really careful with these, extra small ones.
Yes, as you can see, that is half That is half the size
Yep.
of the other screws we were just handling.
Literally, yeah.
It is a very bad game of Monopoly for Tyler because I just almost lost that.
Tweezers again?
No, I already have it. It's just the fact of it's not easy to try and do. Especially not with shaky hands when you can't get it in the freaking hole.
Yeah.
You know, how about we transfer one of these screws and see if that'll work a little bit better in that hole. Why is it not coming out? Please tell me I did not strip that screw. I am going to kill myself. Am I using the right screwdriver? Yes, I am. Okay, just absolutely had to be sure there because it was not, it's not coming out. So maybe it's not actually in there at all there, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. Ladies and germs. Either that or it is just two in there. That makes that a little bit easier.
I mean, I don't think it really matters which screws you put in what.
No, but it just helps it a lot more. Okay, so we are going to try and put this back in here. Yes, it helps a little bit more when you're trying to re-screw them in, but sometimes it doesn't want to go in because why would it work for me? Okay, ladies and germs, we're just going to leave those two screws out because obviously this is my personal controller and it doesn't matter if you don't do it. So, after that, you just want to stick the batteries back on in there. Once you get all the screws in, because you're an actual good gamer and care about your stuff, you're going to want to fold that back on over. Make sure everything slides on in perfectly, clicks on in, boom, boom, boom. Clicks on in, screw them all back in, and you are done. Your joystick is back in place, and everything is all good.
Yeah, I think that looks freaking fantastic.
Yep, and that's after you screw everything back in, obviously, because you want to finish your project, unlike me. I am Professor Calamitous. I only do things halfway.
All right, well, without further ado, that's going to do it for this how-to video. I think this was really good, and I definitely hope that it helps anyone in
Absolutely,
future,
and got him. Fuck yeah. Anyway.
Okay, guys, see you next time.